Your name?
My name is Abrar Mouktaran.
Okay, tell me a little bit about you before. Who are you? What do you say? How would you describe yourself?
I'm traumatized, but I'm over it, so I am fun now.
Oh, were you traumatized by? Tell me.
My childhood wasn't the greatest. I struggled a lot growing up since, from the time when I was in Syria and then coming here. Oh, actually, Syria, then Lebanon. Lebanon as a refugee is not fun at all.
I can imagine.
And
yeah.
then here, I am a very social person and I really like talking to people. So high school was really bad for me because I wasn't able to communicate and I wasn't able to talk to anyone. It was really hard for me. I cried every day.
Wow.
My first year, cried every day. Second year, once a week. Third year, twice a week. I don't know. I cried all the time.
Okay, and now you've kind of recovered. You're saying, right?
Now I'm so happy here. I found myself at OCAD and I don't know. Life is so great, so wonderful. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm so happy. I'm happier than ever.
Oh, good. And so, is that part of the story of your work that you put together here? You'd say?
Yeah, I think being able to talk about the past and not being affected by it is a big win.
Okay. And so you're telling me about this box. So, and I came and I saw this red box, and I'm here going, and you invited me. You said, "Go ahead, look into it," and then you started telling me about this. So, can you tell me the story behind this red box?
So when I was a little girl, like when I was in Syria, my family had a box that looked exactly like this one. And it's where they kept all of our family photographs, my parents' wedding pictures and mine and my brother's baby pictures. And when we left, something happened and we had to leave immediately. So we couldn't bring the box with us because it's not necessary. It's not like a survival object, so we didn't need it. And plus, we thought we were gonna come back in like 10 days max.
Right.
Not a big deal.
Right.
But we knew they were like the soldiers were gonna come back looking for us and trash our house once they don't find us. So my mom buried it in our basement, and 10 years later, she throughout the whole 10 years, she kept asking family members to go into the house and look for the box, but no one was able to find it. And then for this past summer, my aunt sent me pictures of the photographs, and I'm like, how do you have these? Where you got them from? She said, oh, I have the box. And I'm like, whoa. She said she found it about 2 years ago, but she didn't think it was important to let us know. Probably because we were gonna ask, why were you digging holes in our basement anyway? So she found the box. It's safe now. She has it in her house. And she sent me pictures and I just printed them out.
Oh, so these are actually,
So for example, this one, she has this and she sent me a picture with this in the background. So
Right.
I have this now, but she has just that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's you?
Yeah, that's me. And then I used, these are the ones that I have and then I used them to create that painting.
Ah.
So this figure is that and
Wow.
this is this.
Wow.
And this is this.
Oh my goodness. That is so powerful.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in that painting, all the figures are me.
Oh, they're all you
They're
at different
all me.
stages,
At
right?
different stages, and this is my current bedroom. So I'm bringing all my identities, all my past selves into this room that exists now.
Right. So this
It's
was
a safe environment now.
when you were a little girl, and then growing
This.
up,
Yeah, and then
teenage years, and now.
that's the most recent one.
Most recent one with a cell phone, iPhone. It looks like too, right?
iPhone 11.
iPhone 11. Right. Let's be clear.
And this is my cat, him as a baby and him as an adult. And the box under the bed.
Oh my goodness, that's so perfect. I love how you told that story from over there, and then the box
And the
here.
box emerging from the ground there.
Ah.
And we all have boxes.
And when you say that, what do you mean when you say we all have boxes?
You know how people have boxes of memories or outgrown clothes or toys that they just keep in their basement. Everyone has a box of things that I've been collecting.
Yes. Yes.
So it could be a physical box or it could be a metaphorical box. Just memories, items, objects, whatever you want.
Wow. Wow. And are you working on other work? I love how you also did different boards, images that tell us sort of flowing story, right? Of connections. And even the messages, we all have boxes. Will we ever be fine? Will we? And then he's a fucking dictator. And who's the dictator? When you say that, what's the dictator?
Different story. I wasn't gonna share this story with the whole world, but I've been talking about it for the past 3 days, so now it doesn't feel like I'm telling my own story. It just feels like I'm telling a story, so I don't care. Let me share the story with the whole world again.
Okay.
When I was 5, this is my earliest memory of trauma and abuse. I was 5 and I found this plastic horse that I didn't know belonged to my dad when he was in university.
Right.
And I was so happy with it. I was playing with it and my dad saw me. He got so mad at me. He yelled at me and asked for his horse back. And instead of like handing it over to him, I threw it and it fell on the floor and it broke. And he got so mad at me. He slapped me and my nose started bleeding, and that's why the horse is broken. And he's right there. And I know what I felt in that moment.
Right.
I still remember 21 years later. I wanted it to be from his perspective because I was wondering, like, what was he thinking in that moment? Was he so proud of himself, his actions? Did he feel so like empowered, like so powerful what he just did? And that's why the hearts on the shoes, because he's wearing his hearts on his shoes to like, you know how parents do stupid stuff all the time and say, I did that because I love you? And in my statement I wrote, fuck love if that's what love is. That's the story.
Good. Well, that's the story. And have you talked to your dad about that since? No?
Trauma doesn't exist. So
in our culturally, it's like, no, what are you talking about?
What is trauma?
Yeah. So this is just, has he seen this painting? He hasn't seen this painting. Oh dear, do you think he'll ever see it? Okay. Okay. You've been talking about it and you're talking about it on this camera. What if he sees it?
Sorry if you see this. I'm talking about some other dad. Not you.
It's just a story.
Just
not
a
yours.
story,
It's not my
yeah.
story. It's just a story, Dad.
Some random-
He might have forgotten by now. He'll be like,
Probably. I don't think he remembers every... You think he remembers every time he caused trauma and abuse? No. I don't think he remembers any of that. I think if you ask him, he'd be like, I'm so wonderful. I came to Canada because I wanted a better future for my life. And my kids are all I have, and like,
right.
you know,
Wow.
all the things they say.
Wow. So if people want to follow up with you, do you have an IG that you want people to follow up?
My Instagram is Abrar _MO_18.
Perfect. So it's that one right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for telling me that story. Are you working on other things? Like,
Not at the moment. I'm just glad I got those done in time.
okay, all right.
I slept at school so many times to
Yeah?
get them done. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, it's wonderful. Thank you for telling me the story behind
you
them
so
because
much.
that makes a difference. Now I'm really engaging with this in a whole other way.
Thank you for showing interest in my work.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's excellent.
Thank
Because
you.
there's a story behind it, which is what's really important always, right?
A very nice and fun story.
Well, complex, right? Like all our stories are.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get a bit of this statement. It's brilliant, but it was great. Some people have been 15.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I love a wheeled oil case. That's amazing. And I'm struck by your sense of humor, your sort of calm, and coming through a refugee experience, and so I'm imagining other people who are in refugee camps right now who are probably, going to come through their own traumas, right?
Yeah.
Through it. What would you want to say to them? What would be a message you want to give them from your own experience?
I think it's not. Someone told me once that comedy is tragedy plus time, and I think that makes so much sense in my case because I think this is how I cope with trauma. I don't want it to impact me for the rest of my life. I don't want to be like always using the refugee card, like I'm a refugee, come feel bad for me. I almost died in war. I don't want that to be. I am so much more than that, and I don't want to be known as the artist who almost died in war.
So you're creating a whole other story narrative
Yeah.
to balance that out, right? It's funny, I was watching this series from India, and a woman in the center of it, she said, other people's opinions are not my destiny. And I love that saying. I've been
Yeah.
holding on to that,
Yeah.
right? So people's perception, so you're constructing your own destiny. Beautiful.
Because you can't change your past, but your future is in your own control. And I chose this future for myself, and I'm so happy I chose it.
Fantastic, fantastic. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you. Are you gonna post this anywhere?
Yes, yes.
What
my
is your
YouTube.
Instagram?
My,
YouTube?
oh, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to
Okay,
you.
okay.
It's Visria, V-I-S,
Okay.
R-I-A. V-I-S. If you look, you can look for me.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go on YouTube. Just V-I-S. R-I. Yeah. V-I-S. R-I-A. Yeah. R-I-A.
R-I-A.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah. Yep.
This one?
Yeah. Oh no. Just
No?
it's by itself. Just one word.
Okay.
Just Visria. Yeah. Just that. And I should come up. Am I coming up? No. You know what? Do it again. Do V-I-S. V-I-S space
Space.
R-I-A.
R-I-A. That?
That's me. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Perfect. And then when I post it, you'll see it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, you have to log in.
New phone for graduation.
Oh, congratulations! Daddy behind it.
My brother. This guy.
Okay. Oh, this guy. Okay. This. Oh, good. All right, brother. You know all the stories, I'm sure. You both hold each other, right? Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Nice talking to you.
Of course. A pleasure.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
Take care.
Bye.
It's Abrar of Mouktaran. Brilliant. Is that brilliant? How brilliant is that?
Take care.